Have you ever thought about writing a book? Like, really thought about it? Not just the idea, but actually sitting down, putting words on paper, building something from nothing? Well, yeah, because if you have, I want to talk to you tonight. And if you're already an author, you already know what I'm about to say. Or do you? Hey everyone, it's Shamece Dove, and tonight I want to get into something that I believe doesn't get talked about enough: the hardest parts of being an indie author. And I say indie author specifically because we're doing this on our own. There's no big publishing house behind us, no shade. There's no team, no shade. It's just us, our stories, our faith, and a whole lot of late nights. Well, for me, I'm a two-time award-winning author, The Unknown Darkness of Love. And that was 2024, the International Impact Book Awards. And then in 2025, I was one of the finalists for Author of the Year for International Impact Book Awards. And you know what? Just to be honest, it wasn't easy to get here. So let's get to it. The real, unfiltered parts nobody tells you about. Okay, first one. This one hits deep: the self doubt. When you're writing a book, especially your first one, there are so many moments where you're just sitting there like, is this even good? Is anybody going to read this? What if I put all this out and nobody cares? And the thing is, nobody prepares you for the voice in your head. That little voice that says, you're not a real author. Who do you think you are? I had that voice. I still have that voice sometimes. And I'm going to be honest with you. Some days it's loud and rude. The audacity of that little voice, you know? But here's what I had to learn: that voice, it doesn't know what it's talking about. Because if this is in your heart, if this story is in you and it's asking to come out, that's not an accident. So every time that voice shows up, you write anyway. The second one, and this one, nobody fully told me about this. Writing a book is the fun part. Well, kind of. The hard part is everything that comes after: the marketing, the promotion, the figuring out how to reach readers, the Amazon pages, the covers, the website, the descriptions, the social media, the showing up and promoting yourself over and over and over again. They don't teach you that part. And when you're an indie author, it falls on you, all of it. Because remember, your money that you're investing into yourself, your book, you may not have lump sum to send to others that could help push it further out more. Money gets tight. Let's live in reality. Live in your budget. Nobody seems to be honest with the ones who have that great story but living paycheck to paycheck. If you have the money, you can go above and beyond. Bull, because what I say, and being a witness, is that if your story is meant to be told, no money or anybody can stop your story from elevating. But life keeps going while you're promoting. So throughout my day, when I'm working, reading my Bible, working out, being a mom, wife, a fur mom, handling things at home, I have to also remember to post, promote, and to engage. But there are ways to set up your video and set a time and a date on when to, release or post it. But for that whole day, you have to make sure you set just that time to make multiple videos or shorts. And that's fine. But just remember, even after you post it, you have to engage. It can be a lot. You know what I noticed? The authors who make it, they just keep showing up. Even when the numbers are small, Even when it feels like nobody is watching, they keep showing up. And that's what separates someone who wanted to be an author and someone who is an author. Part 3. And this one is about patience. Nobody talks about how long this takes. Nobody. I couldn't believe it. But writing a book, creating stories, developing characters you actually care about, it's not a 1, 2, 3, that's it type of situation. It's more like a 1 month, 2 months, 5 months later, 6 months later, and then you put the book down. You don't feel like writing. You don't feel like thinking. And that's okay. It's normal. It's okay. But then the part 3 of your story starts calling you back like, hey, we're not done. Oh, never mind. Sorry, that was for me because with my own series, part 3 is actually in the works. And right now, I'm just taking my time because I want to make sure I give you guys the best story ever. But I've learned to trust the process. Good things take time. And when it comes to a story that's meant to be told, it doesn't let you walk away from it. And the 4th one. This is the one I want to sit in for a minute. That feeling that nobody sees the work you're putting in. You stay up late, you write, you promote, you pour your heart into this. And sometimes you look at the numbers and it's quiet and you think, does anybody even care? I know that feeling. I know what it's like to be overlooked, to be the quiet one in the room. A little girl from Jersey to herself 24/7, mind full of stories, who was going to pursue in writing early, but who was going to take me seriously, honestly, because I'm quiet. But I always think about one of my characters, Richie, the one everybody overlooked, the one everybody already wrote off. And to better himself, he was alone. And when he came out of that dark, lonely road, that was the victory. That's the indie author journey. You're going to do a lot of it alone. You're going to battle. You're going to laugh through it. You're going to keep writing anyway. And then one day, everybody's clapping. Sales increase. More people are interested in buying your books. And you're going to smile, but you'll know what it took to get there. Just always remain humble. So if you're out there right now thinking about writing a book, or you're already writing a book and it's hard, it's supposed to be hard. That's not a sign to stop. That's a sign that you're in the middle of something great, something good. Every author, every writer, every screenwriter who has ever put their work into the world, we never stop because we know people need a good story or storyline. People need entertainment. People need something to read, something to feel good. And yours matter, so don't give up. And I applaud every single one of you that's taken a step out in doing something that's different. It was hard, but you're going to get through it. And if you are following my author journey, the real unfiltered side of it, I would like for you to hit that little subscribe button. I share the highs, the lows, the late nights, and everything in between. You can also find The Unknown Darkness of Love on Amazon, Books A Million, Barnes and Nobles, Walmart, and Kindle. But honestly, thank you so much for being with me tonight. You guys mean everything, and I'm so glad that I'm able to express and tell you some things that people may have not told you. But just know I'm the author that's going to keep it raw, unfiltered, and whatever questions you have, I'm always going to be here, and I'm never going to sugarcoat. So thank you, and I'll see you soon.